The Latino boom in New York, in New Jersey, and across the country continues. More Latino students, more police officers, more business owners, but not so much more Latino attorneys. According to the Hispanic National Bar Association, Latinos account for less than 4% of American lawyers. Well, there is one educational institution in our area working hard to change that statistics. The good folks at John Jay College of Criminal Justice. John Jay, by the way, is ranked as the 8th largest source of black and Hispanic students heading off to law school. The college wants to boost the number of African American and Latino lawyers. And here to explain to us how they're going about achieving that goal, Charles Davidson, the director of the Pre-Law Institute at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, and Anyeli De Los Santos, a pre-law student at the school. Welcome to you both, and thank you for being here. To what do you attribute that low number? Only 4% of Latino attorneys. ¿Por qué? Why?
I think there are so many structural barriers that keep Latino students out of law school. Among them, I think our students come from underserved public institutions. I think there are financial concerns. I think law school is an expensive proposition. Applying to law school is an expensive proposition. Sure. I think there's also the idea that people don't believe that this is a possibility for them. So I think there are structural impediments, but I think there are also psychological and cultural impediments.
Okay, you've listed off a few of them. How is your approach going about getting around those obstacles?
So we try to address the issue holistically. So we understand that some of it is financial, some of it is educational, and some of it is somewhat psychological. So what we try to do is support students in, first of all, believing that law school is really an option. It's an amazing number of students who come to us who think, I'd love to be a lawyer, but I don't know any lawyers. Or I've never seen anybody become a lawyer. You're the first lawyer I've met. And so what we like to do is to help them understand this isn't a pathway for you, and it's an important pathway for you. And so we sort of we go about changing their thinking about the possibility of becoming a lawyer. That's our focal point. And then we also offer sort of tangible skills building opportunities. So if you've had deficits in your, let's say, your high school training, we try to offer you classes and courses that help you prepare with critical thinking, with writing, with reading, the things that law schools want. And then finally, we offer programs at no cost. One of the barriers to many law students is the fact that they have to take a test, the law school admissions test, which is an expensive and complicated test. What we know is that many people succeed on the LSAT because they have the access to training and preparation. Those courses run anywhere between $800 to $2,000. For many of our students, that's not doable. It's not doable. So what we do is we are one of the only places that offers a free LSAT prep course to all of our students. They can apply, and they get a 4-month course that will train them for the LSAT. So
we'll get back to you in a second to see if you've been reaping the rewards of that approach, because the program's been in existence for
about 13 years.
About 13 years. And before I get to Anyeli, throw numbers at me in terms of student population, Latino student population at John Jay.
Where our students are student population is about 44% Latino.
Wow.
So we are a Hispanic serving institution, federally designated. We are a majority minority serving institution. We have about 44% Latinx population and about 20% African American. So we really have the population that can diversify this profession.
Anyeli, you're studying, what year are you in?
This is my last year. I'm a senior. My major is law and society.
Okay. So after this is law school?
Yes.
With the hope and dreams of attending?
CUNY Law.
CUNY Law. We'll talk about that in a second. With a focus on what area of law?
I would like to focus on immigration.
Immigration law?
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Do we need immigration attorneys? Good ones, thank you. Latino ones, by the way. Talk to me about what he was just saying. At what point in your educational career did it dawn on you, yo quiero ser abogado?
So, as soon as I came to this country, my mother told me, well, education is the only opportunity for social mobility.
Good advice, Mom. And
yes. So through academia, I was able to realize, well, maybe I can do more than just a bachelor's degree. I'm going to law school, and there are so many things that I can do if I have a law school degree, you know. And that was basically the advice that I gave myself to join the fight for social change.
Did you need a sales pitch, the way he was talking about, to convince you que sí se puede, that this is something I can do?
Yeah, I feel like I was able to learn this pitch from him. So he said, okay, you want to go to law school. Law school is the first step for social change. The second one is going back to the community and inspiring other kids who look like you to say, you can do it. Tú puedes.
She had, it seems, her ducks in a row. You've encountered, I guess, many who were maybe perhaps 2 or 3 steps behind her that didn't see that as a possibility. How do you go about illuminating them that yes, a career in law is not only possible for you, but attainable for you?
Absolutely. One of the things that students come to me, and they're very nervous about this idea, even if they've had only loosely heard about a legal career, they come to me and they think, with the idea that I can't do it.
Yes.
And my first conversation with them is that, listen, if you want to be a lawyer and you're serious about this, I'm not going to discuss it with you. If you want to do it, you can do this. What our focus becomes is, how are you preparing now to be the law student and the lawyer that you know you're going to be? And and that conversation shifts the whole narrative.
Yes.
When they see that there's just one person who believes this is doable, and I can tell them the steps.
Yes. Then they start believing in themselves.
It's an instantaneous transformation.
All right. We're going to talk about the success of the program and why the program is needed. We'll take it further, so sit tight, don't go away. When we come back, more on the pre-law program at John Jay College of Criminal Justice and really the opportunities it presents for Latinos pursuing a law career. Stay with us. Welcome back to Tiempo. John Jay College of Criminal Justice wants to boost the number of African-American and Latino lawyers. Que bueno. And here to explain how they're achieving that goal, Charles Davidson, the director of Pre-Law Institute at the John Jay College of Criminal Justice, and Anyeli De Los Santos. She's a pre-law student at the school as well. You mentioned it before. The program has been in existence for a number of years now. 13?
13, correct.
Have you been able to measure the success of what you've been doing, and if so, how?
Sure. We've seen that the number of our students who have been admitted to increasingly selective law schools has skyrocketed. We've seen that our students were admitted to about 100 law schools last year, which is about half of the law schools in the country.
That's fantastic.
We've done an incredible job in getting our students out of John Jay and into law school.
I'm guessing that selective law schools, and I'm talking the Yales and the Harvards and the UCLAs of the world, want to diversify much the same way that John Jay already is.
Absolutely.
Do they look at your school as a resource for good, quality, well-educated pre-law students that we'd like to have in our place?
I think to some degree they do. I know that I can't speak specifically to the Ivy League schools, but I know that schools across the nation find John Jay an enormous resource. We recently had a fair that brought together about 70 law schools who came just for John Jay students.
Did they?
Yes, just knowing that we are a huge part of the pipeline to diversifying the legal education and the legal profession.
Let me ask you flat out, why does the world need more Latino lawyers? I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you.
Well, I believe that we need more Latino lawyers because we need people. We are the people who they need to be represented by.
Yes.
If we go to a courtroom, they want to be able to feel comfortable.
They being your clients?
My clients.
Yes.
My clients will be able to feel comfortable as to who is representing them, who is looking out for them.
And why do you and people like you make those clients feel more comfortable?
It's more of a...
Let me help you. Idioma.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to say it like that because some people might feel that if they don't speak Spanish, it might be a bad thing. No,
I would argue that doesn't make you any less effective as a lawyer, the fact that you only perhaps speak one language, but I would argue that you are more effective if you speak two.
Yeah, I believe the same thing, but those who don't, they believe that, they might be like, well, I don't want to, put myself out there. But I believe that it's really important for you to identify with your client in the same language that they speak.
Same question for you. And I'm trying to take it to the next level where Latinos, after some time, have excelled both at the school and at their law school, are getting in higher positions in private firms, in big jurisdictions, etc. And therefore, the opportunity to make change is greater. Have I taken it too far?
Absolutely not. I think representation matters.
There we go.
Lawyers, whether you like it or not, are central to our system. And where we have lawyers that look like our population, who represent our population, who represent the diversity of the American population, I think we're going to have a system that looks more fair fair and that is more fair.
And I think meeting the needs of the clients, even on a cultural level, means better communication, better language, etc., better understanding, if you will.
I think it leads to better outcomes, and I think it leads to better justice. Absolutely.
We've only got about 30 seconds left. I'm sure there are people watching who are saying, is there any way that I can help John Jay get to where it wants to be? Are there opportunities?
Sure, we're always looking for help. We're looking for lawyers who want to mentor our students, who want to support our students. We're looking for donations of any type. We need financial support for our LSAT prep program. We need help of all types, and we happily will receive whatever.
Yeah, I mean, continued success in what you're doing.
Thank you very
and in
much.
educating wonderful people.
Thank
Congratulations.
You very much. Thank you very much.
You'll be applying soon to CUNY, and I have no doubt you're going to get in there, especially now that you've been on Tiempo. So your future is sealed. Mil gracias. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very kindly.
Muchísimas gracias. Thanks for spending part of your Sunday with us. If your son or daughter or grandson or grandchild wants to be a lawyer, now you know how to get there.